Hey y'all, welcome to Priscilla's Kitchen. If this is your first time, please hit that little bell just so you know when I put up a video. And if it's also your first time also, please hit the subscribe button. All right, my name is Priscilla Umeda of Priscilla's Kitchen LLC. Listen, my son has been bugging me for a barbecue ribs. I made one for him on Christmas Day. Today is only 29. So it's about just four days. And here we are. He's bugging my life again. So listen, two spices here are going to highlight that. Priscilla's all-purpose seasoning and Priscilla's house seasoning. These are one of the many reasons why I say shop my spices. It's very easy. Go to priscillaskitchenllc.com, get your spices. I save you cabinet space. I make your cooking decision very easy because you can just hop on the same spices that you've been using, just vary them, and hey, voila, you get your dinner. All right. So I'm going to turn this video around and I'm going to show you. This is what the ribs look like. All right. I'm also going to turn this video so you can see it very clearly. All right. This is a pork one. You can use a beef one, okay, a beef rib. But this here has been trimmed. I'm going to show you how we're going to season this. Easy. It's going to require these two items here, salt and pepper. And if you're like me, I love a little bit of smokiness. I'm going to add some some mesquite, and then pop it in the oven and cook it. So let's go. I'll show you. So I'm going to heat it with some kosher salt. All right. You need a little bit of salt. And there you go, my friend. Heat it with some Priscilla's house seasoning, Priscilla's all-purpose seasoning, about 3 tablespoons of each. Be sure to be generous and pat it down because eventually it will translate into crust, which is more flavor. That's some mesquite, smoky flavor. So you want to heat it with about 4 to 5 drops. Not too much, otherwise it becomes too pungent. There you go. Some peppercorn. You could use any kind of black pepper you have. Here we go. Into the oven for 45 minutes on 350-degree Fahrenheit preheated oven. All right. And I'll see you in about 30 minutes later. I'm going to baste some barbecue sauce that I already made. All right, y'all. I told you about my barbecue sauce, my homemade barbecue sauce. What I did was I took some ketchup, some brown sugar. I added a little bit of molasses and a little smoky flavor, the mesquite that I showed you. And obviously Priscilla's house seasoning and Priscilla's all-purpose seasoning. I blended them together, a little bit of salt, and I allowed it to cook until it became for about 40 to 45 minutes, and it became this syrupy. This in itself is not heavily sugar loaded as you would want the store-bought ones you'd have. All right, so you can adjust the sweetness to however, how much you can tolerate. All right, that's what I did. So it's slightly thick. Now I'm going to do some adjustment and then we're going to baste it on our ribs. All right, stick around. Look at that. Look at that juicy, full of the bone, sweet and savory barbecue ribs we got. Hey, listen, while our barbecue ribs were cooking, I brought out some appropriate vegetable for the season. I had zucchini and yellow squash that I cut up similarly in size. I also added some red potatoes and seasoned with Priscilla's all-purpose seasoning, Priscilla's house seasoning, salt and oil. Tossed them together and popped it in the oven. Listen, guys, I don't know what happened. My recording seemed to have left the volume, but I'm giving you all the juicy details. So I popped it into a 400-degree Fahrenheit. Once I also basted those ribs, I also cranked the heat so that we achieve the caramelization you see there. And at simultaneous times, these two were just done. And it's dinner time. And let me tell you, once I tasted this, I now know why he keeps coming back for more. And I bet you your family will do the same too. Be sure to get on priscillaskitchenllc.com and shop your spices. And let me tell you, dinner will be ready in a flash. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time in Priscilla's Kitchen.